Well, Dirk, as you know, as all of you out there probably know, I'm not really a numbers guy.
No, really?
I graduated college with a degree in not math.
I am so amazed.
Anything but math. That's right, not me.
For the liberal arts.
No STEM, no STEM here. I go right down to the root. But even I can appreciate the article, Millions, Billions, Trillions, How to Make Sense of Numbers in the News by mathematics professor Andrew Wang. And the piece appeared originally in the Conversation blog, which we like around here, and we republished it in the Quality Digest newsletter on Tuesday. Well, Wang's motivation in writing the article is to help people like me, many of us who are numbers averse, to better understand maybe the concepts, right, of numbers, and understand how to really understand the true scale of figures that we regularly see in the media and the news. And many of these reports concern economic indicators, things like tax plans, criminal activities like money laundering or tax evasion on a massive scale. For the latter, Wang points out the revelations uncovered by first the Panama Papers and more recently the Paradise Papers. Have you heard of these?
I hadn't even. I've heard Panama Papers. I never heard of the Paradise
Papers. I hadn't either. Certainly, I'd kind of heard a little bit about the Panama Papers, but not the Paradise Papers. These are paraleaks, and one of them was in 2016, and the other was in 2017, that reveal records from offshore law firms that help corporations and wealthy individuals set up shell accounts in places like the Cayman Islands to hide inconceivable amounts of wealth, upwards of $20 trillion in value.
There's a lot of aliens in there.
Yeah, that's a lot of aliens. Up to $20 trillion in value. And that's gone untaxed in the world and is thus kind of stolen from the world economy. If you think about it, I mean, it's not taxed, so none of us get the benefit of tax dollars from that money, $20 trillion. Now, I just used the word inconceivable there, and that's exactly Wang's point. For many of us, a figure like $20 trillion is literally inconceivable, so much so that perhaps we can't really appreciate that sum's difference to say $20 billion or even $20 million.
Yeah, right? they all kind of, if you think, they all kind of sound the same.
They sound alike. That's the problem.
I mean, once you get into the illions, you've got lots.
Forget about it, right? It's like many, right?
Right, many, yeah.
Well, to help all of us better understand what a gargantuan sum, $20 trillion really is, Wang suggests changing our perspective a little bit. And to do so, he converts $1 million to 1 cent.
Okay, 1 million equals 1 cent.
1 million equals 1 cent to help us get some of the scale. So using such a ratio, the Panama Paradise Papers leak equals a more manageable $200,000.
Okay, we can all relate to $200,000 a home.
Sound of a price of a home, sure.
Price of a home, okay.
$200,000, so keep that figure in mind. Now, recall that in 2008, insurance and financial services company AIG was bailed out by the U.S. government to the tune of at least $125 billion.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money. So going back to Wang's $1 million equals 1 cent conversion ratio, the AIG bailout cost the U.S. taxpayers $1,250.
Okay, I see where he's going here.
Okay, you see where he's going, trying to get the scale a little bit.
All right.
Now, you may also recall that right around the same time as that bailout, AIG attempted to give its executives a tidy $165 million in bonuses, which we're all happy to report was mainly recovered. The ratio that Wang talks about then gives us an impressive $1.65. $1 million to 1 penny, right. 165 million bucks is $1.65.
So we went from $1.65 for that, $1,200 or something.
I'm going to get to it. It's right there on the teleprompter, Dirk. If you just wait, you can see it.
Just wait for it to scroll up. I can read it for you.
Patient, that's right. Okay, so to review, as Dirk began to do, a little presumptuously there, the converted amount of AIG executive bonuses recovered was $1.65. The converted amount of the AIG bailout, funded by you and me, all of us, $1,250. The converted amount of money stolen and hidden from the global economy by money, tax laundering, and shelters, $200,000.
Okay.
Gives you the scale from $1.65 to $200,000. So you say 165 million bucks sounds like a lot. Compared to 20 trillion, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's dollars, pennies.
Yeah.
So yeah, trillions, billions, and millions are very different things. So next time you see dollar figures bandied around in various news reports, take that under consideration and try to better understand what those numbers really mean. Again, as you can see there, I mean, a dollar.
Yeah. So $1 million is a penny.
It's a penny, right.
$1 billion is $10.
Yep.
And $1 trillion is $10,000.
Yeah.
So when we're throwing these numbers around, particularly when it comes to budgets,
Right.
and oh my God, we spent $10 million or something. Well, compared to $20 trillion, it's like, okay,
Nothing.
do the math, and then the comparison makes a lot more sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean,
Interesting.
he has some other really good comparatives in there about how long it takes to earn that much money. One of them where if you made $2,000 an hour every hour you lived, how long would it take you to equal $1 trillion? It's like 32,000 years.
Okay.
So it's crazy how those numbers work out. So check out that article from Andrew Wang. Good piece there.